Ça va?
Oui, toi? You ready?
Oui.
How many miles today?
15.
Sunday, race day. Today I'm doing the Alderley 10k race. I'm nervous, but trying to just be excited instead of being nervous. Ben has just gone on his run. It is 4:57 exactly. I have been doing some editing. We basically woke up at 4. I'm finishing editing yesterday's vlog, which will go live tomorrow. I had my coffee. I'm debating having another one maybe in a little bit, see how I feel. And yeah, and basically I'm just trying to reframe my stress, and instead of being stressed, being like, I'm excited. So like, I'm excited to race, I'm excited to see what it's like. It'll be like music, there will be entertainment. So hopefully, you know, I won't think too much about the race itself and just focus on having a good time. And now I'm just gonna stay in bed, finish editing, take it easy, watch some YouTube. And yeah, and then we'll get ready. The good news is the weather forecast has changed, and now it's not meant to rain anymore. It was meant to be raining in Alderley, like the whole morning, and now it only starts at 12, which is perfect. No rain today, that's what we like. But anyway, I did a little flat lay of my race kit. Nike sports bra, Nike top, New Balance shorts, and then my shoes. They are the Nike Zoom Pegasus 37. I don't have proper race shoes. Like, you know, many runners, they have their pair of shoes that they use for races. I don't have that, but I've had this for not so long. They're definitely still good to run, and hopefully they do not disappoint today. I'm not hungry at all, but I know I've got to eat. The race starts in 3 hours, so I'm going to start eating my breakfast. I'm going to take my time.
Our runners are making their way forward, just remember, and we're looking at the front.
Go on, Chloe.
I did it! Almost a PB. I think I did a faster 10k in training, but I guess it's an official PB because it's my first race. Oh my days!
Happy?
Yeah, I'm really happy I did it. The rain though, not a fan. And we're on the other side. The race is over. I completed my first ever 10k race, and I'm so glad I did it. So we're gonna do a little race recap, but before we do that, thank you so much to Run Northwest for putting up such a well-organized event. It was like so straightforward, from arriving to the venue to like picking up the race numbers. I thought it was going to be a bit of a faff, but it was just like so smooth. The whole race, just amazing. And of course, a big thank you to Ben for supporting me, driving me to the race, being here at the start line. Obviously, we have a race day vlog because Ben was mainly the one filming today. So yeah, we left here at around 7:30 this morning, and we arrived at the race HQ just before 8:30, I want to say. I wanted to have plenty of time because honestly, I thought picking up the race numbers was going to take some time, and actually not at all. I turned up, I just had to enter my date of birth on an iPad, and straight away the lady handed me my number, so that was perfect. And then I attached it to my top using the magnets that I had bought, and oh my gosh, they were so good. I highly recommend them, because I found that during the run I was quite often kind of like scratching the edge of the race number with my watch, and probably if I had used safety pins, maybe I would have scratched a safety pin and made a hole in my top. So honestly, I highly recommend those race number magnets. Anyway, back to the story. So then we were kind of like hanging around inside, because unfortunately it was raining quite a lot. And when it was time for me to start warming up, we actually went back to the car park because it was sheltered. So I did all my drills and strides and everything in the car park. And then there was actually quite a long way, I want to say more than a K, between the HQ and the start line. So at this point it was pouring down rain, so Ben gave me his hoodie so that I had an extra layer and I wouldn't get too cold. And I basically jogged all the way there. And then it was almost time to get started, and at this point I started to feel hungry, and I was like, damn, I should have either had a snack just before or maybe had my breakfast a little bit later, because I was starting to feel hungry at like 9:30. The start of the race. The rain stopped just before the start, and it only started again maybe when I was on my 6th K, so at least I didn't do the whole race in the rain, which was good. So now let's get on to the interesting stuff, the splits and my official time and all that. So these are the official results. So because I was quite far back, my chip time is very different to the gun time, but basically my official chip time between the start line and the finish line, 45 minutes 50. Gender position 35, and then in my age group, so 20 to 34, 15th out of 161, which I am quite pleased about. It's not really like a PB because I did faster 10Ks before. On a very lucky day, I think I did 10:43. But because it's my first 10K race, it's kind of like my first official result. So it's the result I'm gonna use as like a baseline to compare for future races. So basically the current time I'm going to be trying to beat is 45 minutes 50. Let's look at the splits and I put them on the screen. So my first 6K went actually really well. My pace was between 4:30 and 4:37, and I remember the first few Ks I was like, maybe I can break a PB. This is going really well. So much better than I thought I would do. And then it started raining, as well as me starting to feel really weak and be like, oh, I should have eaten closer to the start time. 7, 8K were a bit rough, and I was like, ooh, this is not going so well anymore. I was like, right, Chloe, 2Ks. You've done so many 2K, like fast splits. You can do this, just pick up the pace. I started speeding up basically, and then I saw the sign saying 400 meters to go, and then 200 meters to go, and then I gave it my all, and basically I finished on 4:30, just like I started.
Come on, Chloe.
And then of course, crossing that finish line, I was so happy, just so happy. I know it's only a 10K, but yeah. Really happy. I'm very happy with the overall race for my first one. 2 things I would do differently. As I mentioned, I would probably eat closer to the start time, but I just really didn't want to have a dodgy stomach, so I was really cautious about this. And I would also look at my watch more often. I just didn't want to stress myself out, so I kind of like avoided looking at my watch. Just every K I was looking at it, but I got so close to breaking my PB that if I had looked at my watch maybe a little bit more, it would have pushed me to run faster, seeing how close I was to breaking it. But anyway, that's the lesson for next time. I've been chatting a lot, but one last thing. I found that it was amazing that the snacks that they were giving away at the end of the race were vegan snacks. A brand called VO2, which I haven't heard of before, but the bar was really, really nice. And that's so cool that they were giving away vegan snacks. So yes, but anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Thank you so much if you've watched all the little race vlogs that I put up. And thank you so much for watching this final one. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this type of content and maybe it inspired you to sign up to race yourself. Thanks again so much and I will see you in the next video. Bye!